Mindful breathing, extended version. Welcome to this guided mindful breathing exercise. Let's begin by finding a comfortable place to settle down. It could be a quiet room or a peaceful spot in nature. Wherever you are, allow yourself to fully relax into this moment. Sit comfortably on a cushion, a chair, or the ground. If you're on a chair, rest your feet flat on the floor. Let your posture be upright yet relaxed, as if a string is gently pulling the crown of your head toward the sky. Rest your hands on your lap or knees, and if it feels comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Begin with the first step of mindful breathing, identifying the in and out breath. Take a moment to tune in to your breath. Feel it as it enters and exits through your nose. There's no need to control it. Just let it flow naturally. Breathing in, know that you are breathing in. Breathing out, know that you are breathing out. If your mind wanders to thoughts, sounds, or sensations, gently guide your attention back to the breath, like a butterfly returning to a flower. If it helps, silently repeat to yourself, in, out, in, out. Let go of the last breath and don't anticipate the next one. Just rest with this breath. Be present, watching your breath as carefully as a cow herd tends to their cows. Imagine yourself in a vast open field, watching over a herd of cows. If the crops are still ripening, you stay close, keeping a watchful eye so the cows don't stray into the fields. Your attention is sharp and present, ready to guide them gently back when needed. But when the crops have been harvested, there is no need to hover so closely. You can sit under the shade of a tree, simply observing the cows grazing in the distance, knowing they are safe. In the same way, as you practice mindful breathing, your awareness may start close, noticing each breath in vivid detail, and then gradually soften, simply resting in the knowledge there is the breath. Now, move on to the second step of mindful breathing, following the breath. Deepen your attention to the breath by following it from start to finish, noticing its entire journey. Feel the beginning, middle, and end of your in-breath. Then, feel the beginning, middle, and end of your out-breath. Silently note in, out, out, out. As you continue, you may notice whether your breaths are long or short. If your breath is long, simply recognize this is a long breath. If it is short, acknowledge this is a short breath. The breath may naturally calm, shifting from long to short, or from rough to smooth. Imagine you are like a skilled carpenter, working on a fine piece of wood. The carpenter doesn't rush or force their tools. Each motion is deliberate, guided by the rhythm of their hands and the grain of the wood. They know when to make long, sweeping cuts and when to make short, precise adjustments. In the same way, let your awareness flow with the breath's natural rhythm. Whether your breath is long or short, coarse or fine, simply notice each detail with care and precision, as a carpenter does their craft. Breathe in with full awareness. Breathe out with full awareness. Feel the breath's entire journey, flowing naturally and effortlessly. Continue with the third step of mindful breathing. Aware of the whole body while breathing. Let your breath guide your mind back to your body. Leave behind thoughts of the past or worries about the future. Allow your mind and body to unite here in the present moment. Feel your whole body as you breathe. Breathing in, notice how your entire body moves. Breathing out, sense how your whole body is involved in the breath. This is whole body awareness. Mind and body connected as one. When your body and mind are united, healing begins. The breath nourishes you, bringing peace and calm. Feel this wholeness with each breath. Breathe in, whole and complete. Breathe out, peaceful and grounded. The fourth step of mindful breathing is relaxing the body. With your breath now in harmony, let's relax the body further. Take a moment to scan for any areas of tension. Starting at the top of your head, breathe into that space and let it soften. Relax your scalp, temples, and the back of your head. Move to your forehead. Let go of any tightness and allow your face to soften completely. Relax the muscles around your eyes, cheeks, and jaw. If you'd like, let a gentle smile form on your lips. Now, release tension in your neck and shoulders. Let your shoulders drop and feel the heaviness melt away. Move down your arms, releasing your forearms, wrists, and fingers. Continue to your chest. Allowing your breath to flow freely. Relax your abdomen. Letting it soften with each exhale. Move through your pelvis, thighs, knees, calves, and all the way to your feet and toes. Finally, relax your whole body all at once. Feel your breath entering your body, calming and nourishing every part. As you exhale, imagine the breath carrying away all stress and tension. Breathe in, calming the body. Breathe out, smiling gently. In, out. Calm, smile. In, out. Calm, smile. Feel the flow of the breath, bringing ease and serenity to your entire being. Take a few more moments to rest here. Fully present, fully at ease. Now we come to the fifth step of mindful breathing, experiencing joy. As you stay with your breath, you may notice a quiet joy arising, subtle yet steady, like a soft light breaking through the clouds. Breathing in, you feel this joy gently growing within you. Breathing out, you let it expand and flow. This joy is the joy of being in the present moment. If you want, you can imagine this joy as a warm, golden light spreading from your heart to every corner of your body. With each breath, let this light brighten and soften, wrapping you in a gentle embrace. If your mind wanders, guide it back to this light, this joy, and let it fill you with ease. As the joy deepens, we move into the sixth step of mindful breathing, experiencing happiness. Feel the joy of being in the present moment settle into a deeper, steadier sense of contentment. This happiness is steady and calm, more profound than the initial spark of joy. Picture a weary traveler crossing a vast desert. At first, their heart lifts with joy as they spot an oasis on the horizon, a promise of relief. As they reach the oasis and kneel by its clear waters, drinking deeply, the initial excitement transforms into a quiet, grounded happiness. A feeling that is both soothing and complete. Breathing in, you feel this happiness. Breathing out, you let it flow through you. Imagine this happiness spreading like calm water, steady and tranquil, bringing peace to your body and mind. Each breath nourishes this sense of calm, steadying you further. feeling calm and feeling happy. Calm and happy. Now, we enter the seventh step of mindful breathing, observing all feelings. As you breathe, begin to open up your awareness from joy and happiness to include all feeling tones within you. The qualities of pleasantness, unpleasantness, and neutrality arising in the moment. Imagine these feeling tones as winds moving through a wide open space within you. A warm, gentle breeze may flow in from one direction, carrying the ease of a pleasant feeling. A sharp, cold gust might arrive from another, stirring the air with painful feeling. Or perhaps a still, subtle draft barely brushes past, neutral and quiet, almost unnoticed. Allow yourself to observe these winds without judgment. Notice their qualities. Are they steady and smooth? Or are they erratic and shifting? Do they seem to pull you toward them? Or do they nudge you away? Stay present with how these winds move through your body and mind. Feel how a pleasant feeling might invite you to linger. How a painful feeling might create resistance. Or how a neutral feeling might fade into the background without your knowledge. Be curious about how these winds shape your experience. With each breath, simply observe their natural flow as they arise. Remain for a time, and eventually shift or fade away. Now, we move into the 8th step of mindful breathing. Calming feelings. Begin to allow the winds of your feelings to move freely, without holding onto them or pushing them away. As you do so, notice how these winds start to lose their intensity. Like a storm softening into a gentle breeze. Imagine standing in an open plain, grounded and steady, as the winds pass through you. Pay attention to how these winds naturally disappear when you let them come and go without interference. Perhaps the warm breeze of a pleasant feeling begins to dissipate, leaving only a trace of its warmth. Or the sharp gusts of an unpleasant tone gradually fades, softening into stillness. Even the quiet draft of a neutral feeling eventually dissolves, leaving the air clear and calm. With each breath, witness this process. Breathing in, you create space for the winds to flow freely. Breathing out, you release any need to grasp or resist them. Feel the winds of feelings growing gentler. Their presence fading into stillness. Notice how the space within you becomes calmer and more serene with each passing moment. Like the quiet that settles after the wind has blown through. Stay with this stillness for a while. Letting it soothe and steady you. Allow your breath to carry you deeper into this peaceful space, where the winds of feelings have passed, and only calm remains. Now, let's move on to the 9th step of mindful breathing. Watching the mind. The mind can be very abstract. To watch the mind, you need to first familiarize yourself with the practice. Turn your awareness inward. Imagine you're watching a movie. Your mind is the screen. Notice the scenes playing out. Thoughts, feelings, and impulses. Observe them calmly without getting pulled into the story. Is your mind craving something pleasant? That's the greedy mind. Is it resisting something unpleasant? That's the angry mind. Or is it replaying old scenes aimlessly? That's the autopilot mind. Be a curious audience, labeling what you see. Greedy mind, angry mind, or autopilot mind. Then gently redirect your attention back to your breath, like an audience stepping out of the immersive experience and realizing you are merely watching a movie. As you practice, you might notice moments of disengagement and stillness when you break the spell and are unaffected by the movie no matter what it is showing. Your mind becomes calm. Rest in this quiet space, watching the mind as a passive observer. The 10th step of mindful breathing is gladdening the mind. As your mind becomes calm, let a smile form, not on your lips, but in your mind. Picture the subtle, knowing smile of the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. Feel this inner smile spread through your thoughts and emotions. This smile arises not from external things, but from the joy of simply being present and still. If you'd like, invite in other wholesome feelings like love, compassion, gratitude, or peace. With each breath, let your inner smile grow brighter and warmer. Repeat softly to yourself, gladdening the mind. Quiet and still, gladdening the mind. quiet and still. Rest here, basking in the calm joy of a still, smiling mind. As this gladness deepens, your mind naturally becomes more focused. This is the 11th step of mindful breathing, concentrating the mind. Like a steady beam of light, your attention narrows and stabilizes. The usual scatteredness of your thoughts fades away. Your mind becomes firm and clear, like a mountain unmoved by the wind. It feels calm, stable, and completely focused on your breath. Breathing in, feel this stability growing stronger. Breathing out, let your clarity deepen. Repeat softly to yourself, concentrating the mind, looking deeply inside. Rest in this steady focus, allowing your mind to become a clear, peaceful tool for insight. The 12th step of mindful breathing, liberating the mind. With a clear and focused mind, reflect on how we've spent much of our lives running. Like a hamster on a wheel, we run toward pleasure and away from pain, automatically and endlessly. But true liberation comes when we step off the wheel. Take a deep breath and imagine coming down from that endless running. Breathing in, feel the freedom of stopping. Breathing out, let go of the compulsion to chase or avoid. Repeat softly to yourself, liberating the mind, letting go. Liberating the mind, letting go. Now turn to the concept of self. Much of our running stems from holding tightly to I, me, and mine. Imagine gently setting this burden down. As you breathe, feel the lightness of letting go of your self-centeredness. Sense the openness and ease when you are no longer trapped in the illusion of a separate self. In this space, there is nothing to chase, nothing to fear. You are free, spacious, and at peace. The 13th step of mindful breathing is contemplating impermanence. As your breath flows naturally, begin to reflect on impermanence, the ever-changing nature of existence. Notice the body. This form you call me. It feels solid, yet when you look closely, it is like foam on a river, delicate and dissolving, shaped by the currents of life. With each inhale, observe how this form is in constant flux. Birth, aging, sickness, and death. Never the same. Turn your awareness to your feelings. Watch them arise and fall, like bubbles forming on the surface of a pond during a soft rain. Each one glimmers for a moment, only to pop and disappear. Whether pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, all feelings are fleeting. See their beauty in this dance of appearing and vanishing. Shift now to perception, the way you experience the world. Perception is like a mirage in a desert. so vivid and enticing, yet empty when approached. Observe how perceptions change, how they flicker like sunlight on shifting sands, never fixed. Bring your attention to the thoughts and mental activities of your mind. These are like a plantain tree, appearing strong, yet without hardwood. No true core, no lasting substance. Thoughts come, grow, and fade away, like whispers carried off by the wind. Finally, turn to consciousness itself, the witness to all these experiences. Consciousness is like a magician casting spells, weaving illusions of continuity, yet constantly shifting and transforming. Watch as this magician's tricks dissolve moment by moment, revealing the impermanence of even awareness itself. With each breath, feel the gentle truth that everything arises and passes, like leaves floating downstream on a quiet river. Let yourself rest in the beauty of this impermanence, free from clinging or resistance. The 14th step of mindful breathing is cultivating dispassion. As the impermanence of all things becomes clear, reflect on this truth. What is fleeting cannot bring lasting satisfaction. Feel the futility of clinging to pleasant experiences. They slip through your fingers like sand. Notice the burden of resisting discomfort, a struggle that leads nowhere. With each exhale, sense a softening within you, a growing disinterest in chasing after fleeting pleasures or avoiding pain. Imagine the feelings, thoughts, and perceptions around you as delicate petals falling from a flower. They are beautiful, yet they wither and drift away. Allow them to go, and feel the lightness that comes from releasing them. Dispassion arises naturally as you see the futility of grasping at what cannot endure. In this quiet state of mind, there is no need to hold on to anything or push anything away. Now, move on to the 15th step of mindful breathing, witnessing cessation. Let yourself witness the cessation of all things. With each breath, notice how everything ends naturally. A thought arises and fades, like ripples disappearing into a still lake. A sensation lingers, then dissolves, like dew evaporating under the morning sun. Feelings arise, shift, and vanish, leaving behind only silence. Observe this process with wonder, as if you are standing on the edge of a vast ocean, watching the waves gently retreat. There is no need to intervene. Everything resolves on its own. This is the cutting edge of impermanence. The moment when things cease and return to the stillness from which they came. Feel the peace of this cessation, the freedom of allowing things to come and go without clinging or resistance. The 16th step of mindful breathing is letting go. Finally, surrender completely. Let go of every effort, every thought, and every need to control. It is like throwing everything back to nature, like leaves falling from a tree, returning to the earth. Imagine the river of life carrying all experiences away. Thoughts, emotions, sensations, all flowing downstream, beyond your grasp. Feel how liberating it is to let go. The breath continues on its own. like the wind moving through the trees. Effortless and free. Your being is vast and spacious, unburdened by attachment. In this state of letting go, you are one with the flow of life, connected to its quiet rhythm and profound stillness. Rest here in this vast openness. Let everything unfold naturally. Let your breath guide you like waves caressing the shore, coming and going without resistance. You are free, light, and at peace, no longer bound by the need to hold on or push away. When you are ready, gently return to the present moment. Open your eyes, carrying this sense of freedom, peace, and surrender with you into your life. Let go completely and let life flow through you just as it is. Thank you for practicing today. May this sense of release and peace stay with you always.